SupYoLo. SupYoLo.
What's up, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the 9th episode of SupYoLo. Today I have one of the best filmmakers in Detroit, Donny Wilson.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, born and raised in Detroit.
Okay.
Locally grown. Went to Wayne State for film.
Awesome.
And since then, I've been doing the film program for the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
I've been doing my own small projects.
Yeah.
I work for the Royal Star Film Festival, which is a great film festival, one of the biggest film festivals in Michigan.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, the Royal Star Arts Institute is the nonprofit organization that hosts the Royal Star Film Festival. It's every second weekend in October for the past 3 years. It's going into the third year right now.
When it comes to filmmaking, per se, I know that you're also a writer, right?
I am.
When did you kind of start the passion for the industry in general?
I actually didn't start out a filmmaker. I started out, I was a theater major.
It gets interesting.
Right, I was a theater major at Wayne State. I love the theater program at Wayne State. The theater program at Wayne State is great. I kind of washed out of that program royally. The story is too embarrassing to tell here.
Oh, come on. Give us a little.
No, it's rough. It's rough. It's a rough story. Still love theater, still love to act. I love being in front of the camera and behind the camera. I was kind of undecided for a while in college. I was working at Suncoast. I don't know if you remember Suncoast Motion Pictures.
I don't.
It's the store that they sold like DVDs and videos and movie memorabilia. So besides loving movies growing up, working at Suncoast, wanting to be an actor, film was just a great fit. And the program at Wayne State at the time was it was pretty good. And I just fell in love with it.
When you began your film career, did you happen to start as an actor?
Yeah, I do kind of miss being in front of the camera. I was in a couple short films, skits really, at Wayne State.
Yeah.
I vlogged for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get back to it. I made my own skits.
Can you tell us a little bit about your first project?
The first job industry I actually got paid for. I started off as a photographer. I love doing video and photography, so a client hired me to take some photos. I ended up taking video at the same time, and I showed them the video, and they're like, wow, that's really, really good. Could you edit that together for me? I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me, but sure. So I did weddings for a while, and then the Detroit Windsor International Film Festival came up. And they have a 48-hour festival, had a 48-hour festival. They're gone now. I was in that for 2 years. My second film won honorable mention. And yeah, it was great.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, you will. Do you have anything in the works at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, I'm actually working on probably my biggest undertaking in a long, long time. It's a movie called Live, Love, Bake, and I've got one of the stars right here.
Surprise!
It's a romantic comedy about a baker. She's so engrossed with what she loves and what she does that it kind of unbalances the rest of her life, especially her love life. And that is filming at the end of this month.
Could you give us a little taste of your creative process?
I'm kind of old school.
Okay.
I'm super tech savvy. I like doing all that stuff. But as far as like writing down ideas, for some reason I like to see my handwriting. I keep colored note cards like all over the place. And if I have an idea, I'll write it on a colored note card. So if you ever see my office, there's note cards all over the place. And a lot of times it'll just be like a tagline or just an idea or a character or a place. And then from there, I might do like an outline, or sometimes with Live, Love, Bake, I just met our lead actress, and her personality just kind of spawned the idea.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I might not know that, but yeah.
Wow.
Personality spawned the idea for the movie. I didn't even really know her that well. I met her for 5 minutes. I'm like, she's a character.
Yeah.
And then that's where the character came from. Didn't know who the character was going to be or what she was going to be or where it was going to go. But as soon as I started walking in the shoes of that character, the story kind of spawned from there.
It's a really beautiful story. Can you give us any more about the storyline, or do you not want to release that yet?
I won't release it. I will say it has some very talented actors. Hopefully you'll find it funny. I find it funny.
It's hilarious.
We're looking to really make something really special.
It's going to be something like you've never seen before, completely hilarious and completely created from Donny's brain. Yes, that one right there. Most people say, oh, I would be a great actor, I would be a great filmmaker, I would be this, but you actually get up off your butt and go do this stuff. And that is something that most people should really admire about you. And that's what I admire about you.
Thanks.
So what motivates you?
It's really hard for me to turn my brain off. I'm like one of those people who's like, up in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
All hours, I was laying in bed kind of staring at the ceiling, right with your eyes closed, just cannot turn.
I can relate.
Can't turn it off.
Yeah.
I think what really hit me when I was at Wayne State was screenwriting. That was my favorite class out of the entire time I was at Wayne State, and I just kept writing and writing and writing, because even when I'm talking to my friends, I'm always telling stories and going off on random tangents about random stuff that's not happening. Stuff from life just like inspires me. So I would say life, literature, art.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who would you say is your biggest inspiration when it comes to filmmaking?
I love Tarantino.
Yeah. Classic.
I love Spielberg. Stephen Frears is one of my biggest inspirations. And surprisingly, you know, he's not a filmmaker, but he makes music for films. John Williams. I will listen to John Williams pretty much any time.
Yeah.
And his music is so inspiring.
I heard you mention Spielberg. Does that mean that you're also interested in making horror films?
I am. I want to make horror. I want to make adventure. I want to make everything.
Yeah.
I've actually got a horror movie I'm working on. I'm
You got
writing
two
it.
things you're working on right now?
Well, this one's kind of on the back burner until the other one gets shot.
Okay.
It's different than anything you've seen before.
I'm very excited. Who would you say is your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter would be you guys.
Hey! Make sure that you guys check him out. Do you have any advice for those maybe starting off in the industry as an actor or as a filmmaker?
I would say just do it. There's always gonna be a reason to like not do something, like, oh, I'll wait till I lose weight, or I'll wait till I get more experience, or I'll be on someone else's project first. No, just like do it, because the more you do, the more experience you have, and the more you just like, you engross your life and what you're passionate about, the happier you'll be, and the more you'll want to do it. It was last week we were doing a table read.
Yeah.
You guys left, and I'm like, gosh, that was just really good.
It was.
Like,
it was
I felt
awesome.
so good, and it's that feeling that you want to remember. And if you don't do it for a long time, because I graduated a while ago, this is my first big project in years. I've been doing tons of projects for other people, but this is my first project.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I am extremely lucky and honored to be a part of that.
Oh no, I'm a lucky one.
I'm very excited for you guys to see how this project turns out. When it does come out, there will be a link to that in the description below as well. To be able to find you, Donny, how can we do that?
All my stuff is almost identical. Find me at DonnyLB, that's DonnyLB, on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Check out my website, filmlyric.com, and check me out at the Royal Star Film Festival. Find me at film events around the city, and then definitely look for lots of stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, and definitely make it out to one of these Royal Star Film Festivals. They are an incredible opportunity to network and make connections and meet great people. I've met a ton of great actors, producers, directors, agents, managers, all that kinds of stuff. So if you want to get out there and you don't really know where to start, or you're already in the industry, it's really a great place to jump right in. Thank you so much for coming on the show today,
definitely.
Donny.
Anytime.
I'm very happy to have you, honored in fact. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're almost to episode 10. I hope that I can see you guys next week for the next episode, and as always, hang loose.